start straight up. Gotta with these shoes. Oh, she moves! Oh, she hot! Oh my gosh! So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be doing an AR5 swap on the homie Chad's car. This is the GTE swap that we did a while ago, a few years back, and this is the same car that we did the Blitz exhaust on. So he's finally going manual, and he chose to go AR5. If anybody watches the channel, you already know my Sc300 N80T is AR5 swap. It's been swapped for a little bit over 2 years almost. No problems at all. So I kind of convinced him to go AR5 swap because this will handle his power goals that he's looking for. You know, just to get the manual inside the car, which is a good idea. As far as the automatic transmission, it was the Aristo 2JZ GTE automatic transmission. Inside the car when we did the swap, it came with the motor and everything. This is a Aristo 2JZ GTE he has in it. Yeah, so the thing is, we already pulled the automatic transmission out a few days ago. The problem we had, we did have the transmission installed, but something on the bell housing broke. We got it welded back on, so I'm actually going to install it today and try to go around the block a couple times. It is raining out here, so depending on how bad it's raining by the time I'm done the swap will determine if I'm actually going to take it out around the block a couple times. Let's go ahead and get this puppy in and go from there, and I'll show you guys the clutch kit that we're actually using and the flywheel. So if you're new to the channel, I give you guys a look-see and a quick overview. So this is a 1997 Sc300 stock automatic. Like I said, we did the GTE swap a few years back. He has a bolt one on. We put that on almost like a year ago almost. The car runs really good. These are the engine mount bolts. The car runs really good. We just upgrading stuff. So I don't think we're doing this because we broke the auto transmission. We already had the the master cylinder in 240 clutch hose that goes down to the external slave cylinder on the trans. So as far as with the then you had the manual pedal. As far as with the cutting the trans, we did have to cut the trans quite a bit, about that much. We cut out about that much. So what I do is I'll sit the trans in, I'll mock up some cardboard and make a plate for them, so keeps most of the heat out off of them. So it's gonna be like that much of a gap as far as like an opening. So we close that up once we get everything in. The transmission is already full with transmission fluid, well, gear oil. We went with the red line 90 grade gear oil. This is good stuff. That's kind of like recommended by a lot of people. I run that in my car. I have no issues at all so far. So close this up. It's drift motion OEM style flywheel underneath. This is a stage 3.5 clutch kit. I wrapped it up just because it was in the car and we took it out the car, so try to not make matters worse. I wrapped that up to protect it, so it wouldn't get any dirt or anything or scuff up any parts of this, because this is very expensive and it takes a month, almost a month, to get to you. Get this transmission installed, see where we go from there, y'all. All right, so before we go any further, I think I said this in a video before in the past, this will require a 6-bolt on this side to a 4-bolt drive shaft adapter because it's the sausage transmission. So it's not a slip yoke, it's a 6-bolt to a 4-bolt. You can get this adapter from Auto Sports Engineering. The one-piece drive shaft, we got this locally. You could get the one-piece drive shaft from many places. And this drive shaft slides in and out for different variations as far as sizes. So like I said, get the adapter plate, drive shaft adapter plate for the transmission and for the differential, and you just measure it from that plate to that plate. Get your measurements. The reason why I'm not giving you the measurements is because it may be a little off with our measurements to your measurements. Like this car may be a little different from my car, so that's the best advice I can give you. Use your own measurements, don't use anybody else's measurements, so that way you won't go wrong. Because motor mounts, maybe the year of the car might make a difference. So to delete all that extra problem you may have from using somebody else's measurements, just use your own measurements. So I'm gonna go ahead install the drive shaft and show you the transmission mount I actually made that I hope holds up and works. It should hold up and work. Alright guys, so there you have it. The AR5 is in, much on, so time to jump in here, see what this clutch pedal is doing, and hopefully take it out for a ride. It's still raining. Picked up a little bit, but it's kind of slacking off some, so let's see what happens. Alright, so we have the JZX110 shifter in. So underneath this plate, so I'll show you, it's gonna be, so you see this, this has to be lined up, this plastic. Let's see if I can. This plastic has to be lined up with the metal so it goes in. And when you seat this into the trans shifter assembly, you have to make sure this is flush. This metal ring is flush, because if not, it won't go into any of the gears. And I usually use Loctite on the bolts, because, you know, from the vibration and everything my car has, from solid mounts and all the good festivities, my bolts like to come loose. So just do it side to side, front and back, until it seats. And that metal ring I was telling you about, I don't know if you can see it, seats flush. And boom, there you have it. So I usually use red Loctite. I use red Loctite on pretty much everything. Somebody might come in the comment section and say I'm crazy for using. So I use red Loctite on everything. Some people might say I'm crazy for using red Loctite on everything, but I mean, at least this way I don't have to worry about anything coming loose. I haven't had an issue with breaking bolts loose with the red Loctite or bolts working their way loose. So just the Loctite I usually use on pretty much everything. The flywheel, the pressure plate, engine mounts, everything. Just because, like I said, my car is very rigid. Bolts like to shake loose. So I'm gonna go ahead, get the shifter in. It's going in all the gears so far, so now we may have to bleed the clutch. We have to bleed the clutch and make sure this thing drives right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this done, and I get back to you. Hopefully we be test driving it in the next clip. All right guys, so this is like the first start. The car goes into all the gears. I'm still up in the air though. I just raised the back wheels up. I'm gonna put it in first, let it do its thing a little bit. I really don't want to do too much while it's in the air, right? Oh yeah. Yep, it moves in first. So that was made sketchy. I'm not gonna do that again, but probably gotta bleed the clutch. Yeah, gotta bleed the clutch a little bit more, but it's good to go. Yeah, just bleed the clutch a little bit more and that should be good to go. Yeah, so everything's, yeah, the clutch is going to the floor again now. So yeah, so bleed the clutch a little bit more. I'm gonna build the little metal plate for here, so that way no heat keep coming up. And it should be good to go, and we should be test driving. All right guys, so everything's good to go. This was my present from me to my boy Chad. So I was sponsored by Mishimoto a little while back, so I kind of got hooked on these shift knobs, intercoolers and products, period. So we're gonna go ahead, spin the block. We're not really gonna get in the boost, pretty much at all, really, just because you want to break the clutch kit in 500 miles. I don't care who auntie says what. Break your clutch kit in 500 miles. Back in the past, I didn't do it, and I literally ran through clutch. Literally ran through clutch kits. So, word of advice: break your clutch in 500 miles. You shouldn't have a problem at all. If you got a Teflon clutch, then I think that's like 1,000 miles. So a regular clutch disc, 500, you should be good. So let's get this puppy started. Then gotta push that mirror out. So just start straight up. I gotta fiddle with the battery. Give me 1 second. Armrest. So I didn't put everything in because I want to make sure everything's good before I actually put everything in. It would be nice to have everything in, but I mean, you guys can't see it no way. So, but I'm sorry, chips, huh? And the neutral safety switch is jump, so we don't have to push the clutch pedal down, and make sure it goes into all the gears, including reverse. So I'm gonna go in forward and reverse right now because I gotta reverse it again. Ooh, it shifts like butter. Ooh, she moves. That's first. Oh yeah, it went straight in reverse. Oh, she moves. I don't know if that's a turbo I hear spooling up. I'm pretty sure that's not the turbo. That's probably just the wheels. She moves. Woo! Man, bro, I didn't know your brakes was that tight. You know, car's been sitting for a couple of days, so longest manual swap ever, bro. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have on my right shoes for this. I'm sorry. I'm revving it to the moon. Bro, I'm going to rev it to the moon because I can't feel the clutch pedal with these shoes. Oh, she moves. Oh, she hot. Oh my gosh. Solid as a rock. Solid. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die here. I smell fumes. Second, see that deuces. His throttle is touchy. Maybe it's because it's VVTi. So red light. I'm gonna rev it to the moon again. I legit can't feel the pedals at all through these shoes. These are my work shoes. Fifth because we got the fourth in reverse. I know fifth is there. We usually use fifth for like cruising, but oh, she moves! It's alive! You know what I'm saying, bro? It's heat. It's not as bad because it's like water out here on the ground. It's kind of cool today, but on a summer day, you will probably turn into a hot dog or a hamburger, bro. So look, I'm gonna show you the gaping hole. Look. Can you see it? Oh yeah, you can see it a little bit. Can you see it? Oh, I'm right here, look. Sheesh! So you know I ain't BSing you. This is third. Second. This clutch kit does have a little chatter. My car chatters. This car chatters. The clutch has a little chatter. It's not bad like a triple disc or anything, but it definitely has a little chatter. So second. Woo! Third. Fourth. And you can see the chatter. I don't know if you can notice it in the camera, but it kind of a little bit. But I mean, it's a six puck, so fifth. See? Neutral. It's like butter, baby.
This could be a little bit tighter if we cube shift it, but I mean, that's totally up to him. This is an OEM JZX 110 shifter, so. Back at the compound, guys.
Alright gang, so we might got something going with the covering of the gaping. I'm gonna call this the dragon breathing hole because it was so hot when we went on that test drive. So I think we got a plan to mock something up and drop a metal plate down here so that way it won't be that big gaping dragon breathing hole, and I'll show you guys. Alright, so I came up with this design. It's actually perfect. Let's see if I could. I can't hold it, but see how it's free enough for it to move, so it's actually perfect. So with this, I am gonna just bolt it down to the actual trans tunnel and be done with it. I was gonna put some sealer on it, but we have to be able to get to the bolts underneath for the shifter. See if you can see, well, you can't see it, it's underneath that rubber, but just to seal it up perfect, and it'll still be accessible, so should be good to go. All right guys, so we have the the metal plate in place. Clears everything. It's not the best cut in the world. I didn't have the right size hone tool to like drill it out perfect, but I made it work. So pretty much done with it now. This is used. He probably wound up grabbing a new shifter boot, but this will do for now. So, and this is cracked. Oops. So we should be good to go. Final touch. The Mishimoto shift knob, y'all. Very, very clean manual swap. Hope he's happy with the results, y'all. So I give you guys a look, see. So very, very clean. Looks stock, right? If you didn't know. The 3 pedals, I did have to cut the brake pedal as usual because this is a OEM auto brake pedal. The manual brake pedal is small, like this clutch pedal. But yeah, everything's good. Everything's in place, looking good. All right, so this is where I'm going to end this video at. As always, thanks for checking out the station. Thanks for keeping up with the builds. Any questions on this video about the trans swap, just hit me up in the comment section. There's an AR5 from a Pontiac Exhaustus. Excessive, I think it's Excessive Racing, clutch pedal with master cylinder. Says 3.5 clutch kit. Drift Motion flywheel is not a dual mass, it's just a regular stock flywheel. And you've seen the shifter and all that good stuff, so it'll be good to go. But yeah, if you got any questions, just hit me up in the comment section and then I'll try to answer them as best and as quick as possible.